Welcome to episode 14 of the GM podcast. Today we have our week 6 predictions. Um, Kind of a rough week last week. You went, I lost again. I mean, like, when am I going to take a dub? It was 9-5. You were 9-5. I was 8-6, which leaves you at around, let me check real quick, 52 and 26. And I am 44 and 34. So I need a winning week as one of these weeks so I could actually come back. I'm gonna manifest that it's gonna be this week. I'm gonna just keep on saying that, even if it's not true. But you want to get into it?
Yeah, let's get to it.
All right. So first game, Broncos at Chiefs. Kansas City's favored by 10.5. It's a lot of points.
Yeah, that is a lot of points, but it is the Broncos. They are impressively bad. They gave up 70 to the Dolphins, and their offense isn't divisional game though. I'm still gonna trust the Chiefs to cover that spread though and win by 11 or more.
Yeah, another interesting thing: the Broncos have never beaten Patrick Mahomes. So, and this is the biggest. Who I wanted to say a different. I'll say the biggest cluster freak they've had that I've seen in my lifetime. So I will take the Chiefs in that one. Next game we got Ravens at Titans, another 9:30. Baltimore is favored by 4 points. How you feel about this one?
I'm gonna take Baltimore. I'm gonna take them to bounce back. We had some impressive drops this past week by Zay. I mean, that was the worst wide receiver performance I've seen from the Ravens receivers since. And I felt like this upcoming year was going to be our best year for receivers for the Ravens. So maybe that's just the weak fluke. I know Zay Flowers. I'm hoping he would bounce back, but I mean, some of those receivers are just, I don't know. That was frustrating to watch. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think that no disrespect to the Steelers or not to discredit them, but I feel like we lost it more than they wanted for sure.
I can agree with that. Nelson Aguilar, we knew what he was. Zay Flowers, Rashad Bateman, Mark Andrews, they got to step up at the end of the day. They all had drops. But I'm actually going to go to Titans here.
Yeah.
I think they've kept it competitive. That Tennessee-Baltimore rivalry is always there. And I think we're going to see a lot of another heated performance this week. And with the spread being at 4, I think this will remain a close game. I do think Baltimore is more talented of a team, and I do think they'll be hungry to win this one. But I don't know. I like how the Titans match up very well with Baltimore, especially without a great running game at this point. Next game we got Commanders at Falcons. Atlanta's favored by 2.5.
Atlanta's favored.
Yeah.
You can start. You can start over this one. I don't know what you think about this
one. So I do think right now where the Commanders are lacking is in their back seven, their secondary. And I think as far as a matchup goes, I don't think Atlanta has the personnel to really expose that. I will say Desmond Ridder had an outstanding performance last week. I liked how he looked. Kyle Pitts finally steps up. So that's intriguing. With a 2.5 point spread, I do like the Falcons at home. See, this is a tough one because I feel like the Commanders, they're a team that could, win a crazy game one week and then come back the next week and lose to a team like the Bears, get destroyed by a team like the Bears. Whew. Yeah, have you made your decision yet?
Yeah, I'm going to go back. This is going to sort of help me with my decision since it's this close. So the Falcons won last week. Commanders lost to the Bears. So I'm going to take the Commanders to bounce back. You said the line was 2 points, correct?
Yeah.
I'll take the Commanders to bounce back and beat the Falcons simply because of that. They'll bounce back, I think. But other than that, there's not a lot of evidence that really is intriguing for either team to win this game from my position. But
I'll take the Falcons just because I need to come back. But I think as far as I think they have a great back seven. Their run game is, or their defensive run game is outperforming what I thought they would do. So yeah, I'll go with the Falcons. I think they match up a little bit better.
Yeah.
Next game we got Seahawks at Bengals. I like this game. Cincinnati is favored by 3 points at home. That's an interesting one. What you want me to go first on this one, or how you feeling about it?
Yeah, you can.
I'll say I'm gonna go with Cincinnati. I think last week was kind of their coming out party. I know it was against the Cardinals, but they caught their stride. Jamar Chase catching 3 touchdowns. Joe Burrow looked like Joe Burrow, and this definitely has upset potential. 100%. Seattle has been playing out of their mind this season, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Cincinnati on this one.
Yeah, this is close for me. Both teams are, I mean, especially the Seahawks, they're extremely talented roster. I like the roster. The Bengals, I mean, like you said, what we've been wanting to do for multiple weeks now, they finally just got it going in week 5. And you'd like to see that Jamar Chase had a very big game. You know, that's what you want to see from him. Top 5 receiver on a recent video if you haven't watched that yet. But and he showed he was a top 5 receiver. I'm gonna take the Bengals simply because I like their quarterback better. And when it's close like this, I just like to take the better quarterback. And I think Joe Burrow's going to find a way to win this game. And like you said last week, is their coming out party. Hope they can take some momentum going into this week, win this game.
All right, I like that. Next week, next game, Colts at Jaguars. Jacksonville favored by 4 points. You know how Jacksonville.
That's for me. Divisional and against the Colts.
Yeah, they suck against the Colts more than anything, and they suck in divisional games. Period. Anthony Richardson is out. I will say, and I think okay.
I'm gonna take the Jaguars.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. I think they caught their stride against.
I'm gonna take the Jaguars. Anthony Richardson is out.
What happened?
You said what?
We're editing.
No, I just said.
Out. Hold on. Intermission. Fuck. Wait. All right. You go ahead real quick.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna take the Jaguars to win this game. Like you said, Anthony Richardson is out with that shoulder. Like I've said, I like Anthony Richardson as a talent. Him and CJ Stroud are definitely the best 2 players so far out of this rookie class, quarterback wise. But he's got to stay healthy. I mean, I understand you're running quarterback, but he's got to stay healthy. I think he's got hurt 3 times now. 1 concussion, 1 arm, and the other one was his leg against the Jaguars. I want to say late in the game or something like that. But with Richardson being out, I like him, but I don't think Gardner Minshew can win you an entire game. So I'm gonna take the Jaguars to win by at least 4. So.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Jags as well. I think they caught their stride against Buffalo last week. You know, they're my favorites in the AFC, so I think now is when they start getting hot. So, yeah, I'll go with the Jags on that
one.
Yeah. Next game, Panthers at Dolphins. Miami's favored by 13.5. Do you have Dolphins? All right, move on.
Okay.
Yeah. Vikings at Bears. Minnesota's favored by 2.5. You know, I was talking about this the other day. I legitimately think Chicago has the opportunity to go on. Now, I don't think they will, but they have the opportunity to go on a little 5-game sneaky win streak here and put themselves back into the playoff picture as far as a wild card contender. I think the Bears are in a situation right now to where if they win a couple games, they could be like last year's Lions, to where they build a little bit of culture. They still have those picks in the first round of South Carolina's first-round pick, and they could get some guys with those picks, sign some free agents. They could put themselves in position to be a really competitive team next year. I'm going to go with Chicago as I'm talking right here, but yeah, I think, and Justin Jefferson also out for this game. So, yeah, I will go with Chicago on this one.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm definitely going to take Chicago to win this game. I think if Justin Jefferson was playing this game, it might twist my mind a little bit. But offensively, I don't know how you can – I don't know what the Vikings bring. I mean, without Justin Jefferson, I mean, they don't – it's a completely different team. Like, it really is. And like you said, the Bears have momentum. It's almost like they have nothing to lose almost at this point. I mean, you saw they almost ripped, like it's almost like it seems like they ripped the playbook up and like Justin Fields just go play, go figure it out.
Yeah.
You and DJ Moore, you and that offense because they have a talented offense. It's like Justin Fields was thinking too much. Like, no, just go play now. Like we have nothing to lose. Just go figure it out. Like, and you see him running a lot more with his legs, and I think the Bears will win this game by at least 2. And well, the Vikings are favored by 2, right? So they just have to win.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll take the Bears to win this game. So.
Yeah. All right, next game we got 49ers at Browns. San Francisco is favored by 5.5 here.
5.5 against the Browns. I want to say the Browns, but 49ers have looked extremely dominant. This would be the Cowboys team who I'm not high on. I'm high on their defense, but I'm not. Their offense didn't even make it to the red zone. That Dak Prescott's not better than Brock Purdy. I truly believe that. Like, I'm high on Brock Purdy. We'll get into that in another video. We're gonna redo the quarterback rankings in 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll definitely take the 49ers to win by more than 5 points. I'm not extremely confident with that Browns pass rush, and the Browns are a talented, good team. Like, they're no team to sleep on, but I just think the 49ers have been extremely dominant, and Christian McCaffrey will have a big game, and just their whole offense. I mean, you never know who can go off for them. They have Pro Bowlers all over the field, so yeah.
Yeah, I think this is the ultimate test for the Browns. Just as far as if they're really a team that can compete in this AFC. As you know, I had them winning their division, but I mean, we saw what San Francisco's defense did to the Cowboys offense last week. That it was pathetic. And I do think if Cleveland wins this game, it's going to be because their defense literally just wins it for them. Like, nothing on the offense can really help them against this 49ers defense. So I will be going with the 49ers. I hope Cleveland proves me wrong. I want to see Deshaun Watson and Amari Cooper and Njoku and those guys. I want to see them go crazy. But until I see a little bit of more consistency with that Cleveland offense, can't be too confident in them right now. Next game, we got Saints at Texans. New Orleans is favored by 1.5.
This is tough for me because I've been on the Texans a lot because I like C.J. Stroud, and C.J. Stroud put them in position to win last week. C.J. Stroud just broke the record for touchdowns. Not touchdowns. Broke the record for passes without an interception in games or whatever as a rookie, or just all time.
Yeah.
This is tough because Saints have a great defense. He might throw a pick here. I don't know. Saints defense is really good. How do you feel about this one?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Saints. I think that defense will frustrate them just like Atlanta did last week, just experience-wise. I think New England helped New Orleans find a little bit of a groove with that offense, even though a lot of the points came off the defense. I think it's time for the Saints to start hitting their stride, if they even will hit their stride, and, start becoming competitive in the NFC, other than, like, the top dogs, obviously. But, yeah, I'll go with the Saints in this one.
Yeah. So, yeah, the Texans beat the Saints in the preseason, so I think they'll have a little extra motivation going into this game. I'm going to
Saints? That is crazy. That's crazy.
I'm going to say the Saints win this game.
All right. I can see that. I don't know where the logic came in, but all right. Next game, we got Patriots at Raiders. Las Vegas is favored by 3 points. I'll go with the Raiders on that one. I don't have too much to say.
I'm going to take Las Vegas.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Las Vegas. I'm not high on the Patriots. It's sad to say because I'm eating my words from the past, but I used to fall into the whole Tom Brady needed Belichick in a sense. And I hate to say it, I'll never I don't know. Tom Brady Bill Belichick has not been great without Tom Brady.
Yeah.
And his record shows that. You've heard that a lot everywhere recently.
They have the least talented
I just
offense in
nothing.
the NFL as well. So it's
It's
just
just no. There's no explosion. Yeah, there's no. I don't see. There's nothing intriguing about the Patriots. It's not like where the Vikings suck, but like okay, Justin Jefferson could just go off.
yeah.
There's nothing that really fears one about the Patriots other than no, nothing really fears about the Patriots. So I'm gonna take the Raiders.
All right. Well, Eagles at Jets. Eagles are favored by 7. I'll go with Philly on that one.
Yeah, I'll go with Philly. I'm not seeing Zach Wilson do a lot versus this Eagles defense, and
yeah, I just don't.
he's going to be putting pressure to score. I mean, the Eagles, they're just not a better team. I mean, the Jets have a top defense in the league, but it doesn't really mean anything when you're also facing a top defense, and the offenses don't even compare. Like, I'll take the Eagles to cover more than 7.
Well, next game we got Lions at Bucks. This is definitely a trap game for the Lions, in my opinion. Detroit's favored by 3 at Tampa Bay. Whew.
At Tampa.
I'll go first.
Yeah.
I'll go with Detroit. I think the only reason I'm going with Detroit, I think Detroit's DBs have been overperforming, and I think that's where Tampa Bay exceeds. I think Detroit is still hungry. I don't think they're satisfied yet. And as far as the Buccaneers defense, I mean, the Lions have been scoring at will. Like, it's looked easy for Detroit out there. Amon-Ra might be coming back this week. I'm not so sure of that, but yeah, it's scary over there in Detroit right now, so I will go with Detroit.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Detroit. I've been streaking up with them lately, choosing them in every game, even when they're underdogs. Like I said before the season even started, I'm very high on this team. So, and I don't know how far they'll make it. With Jared Goff as their quarterback, even though he's doing great, I don't know how far. I don't want to jump to Super Bowl conclusions, but I definitely think they'll make it out of the first round. I could be wrong in that, but I think they can make. I think they could definitely make it out of the first round of the playoffs. And
yeah, I agree with that. Next game we got Cardinals at Rams. Rams favored by 7 points. I'm gonna go with the Rams on this one. I think those dudes are due for a win.
Yeah,
like they've been competing with teams all season. I think at this point they just deserve it. I think they'll come out here ready to play. Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua both looked good last week, so yeah, I'll go with the Rams on this one.
Yeah, I think the wide receiver duo of Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp is pretty scary. I mean, we saw that they both played extremely good versus the Eagles last week. It's the Eagles. I think they play a lot of different teams last week. They would definitely win. Yeah, I like the Rams, honestly. As a team, like I actually like their team. So I'm gonna definitely take them to beat the Cardinals. Only thing I guess that can make this game a little closer is that it's divisional, maybe. But other than that, I like the Rams way better than the Cardinals. But the Cardinals are gonna put up a fight, though, for sure.
Absolutely. Next game we got Giants at Bills. This is crazy spread. Buffalo's favored by 14. That's crazy. 14 points. That is that easy?
I'm gonna take the Bills just because. No, it's not that easy, but it's just like if I pick the Giants, I'm gonna regret it simply on the fact that like, okay, it's the Bills versus the Giants. So yeah, I'm gonna just take the Bills to win by at least 14.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't be surprised at all if the Giants end up winning or losing by like 13 or 10 or you know what I mean. But never having a chance at winning, but covering the spread or whatever. But.
I'll go with the Bills. Same reason you said, I guess. Next game, Monday Night Football. We got Cowboys at Chargers. Dallas is favored by 2 points. Yep, last game.
I'm gonna take the Chargers. I think once again, Monday night primetime game. Only game on Monday, right? There's no 2 games. Yeah, it's only 1 game. Yeah, I think Dak Prescott, another big game, will just not be good. Khalil Mack 1 or 2 weeks ago had 5 sacks in a game. That defense is starting to look better for the Chargers. I'll say Justin Herbert, I like him better at the quarterback position. I like the Chargers' weapons better. I just like the Chargers better in this game, so I'm going to take the Chargers.
Yeah, I'll go with the Chargers as well. I don't think I don't know. From what I saw from Dallas, well, bump it. We're gonna go with the Cowboys. I think
I don't
they're
I'm not
due.
gonna lie. I'm not. I used to joke in a way, like I was never extremely high on him, but I'm actually like, I think Dak Prescott, now that he can't use his legs as much as he could as his younger self, and he's becoming more of a pocket passer. Um, Now that he's been through a couple injuries, and he's just not as mobile as he used to be from a standpoint of, what I'm saying, as he was as his younger self.
Yeah,
I'm not high on Dak Prescott, and he's definitely not a top 10 quarterback. I don't think.
yeah,
I'm always going to take a top 5 quarterback or around that for the Chargers ahead of the Cowboys in a game like this.
yeah. I do agree with that. I'm not impressed with Dak, but I will go with the Cowboys on this one. Um, just based on the fact the Chargers defense has not performed up to par this season, so I'm not really scared of Dak, doing Dak things as far as like against the 49ers defense. But
Right.
yeah, I can see definitely the like Micah Parsons and all them getting after Justin Herbert on that side of the ball. So I will go with Dallas on this one just because I feel like it's a little bit of a mismatch as far as the way these two teams play. And I think Cowboys need a bounce back performance if they still want to stay in this hunt. So I'll go with the Cowboys on that one.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that'll wrap it up. Good episode. We'll see y'all with the next episode. Peace out.
Yep.